Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Dustin's Fun Math. I hope you're having a good day. So we have another interesting math problem, and let's see what it says. It says if f of x is equal to the integration of ending point is x is squared minus 2 and the starting point is x, a square root of 5 plus 11 t squared dt. Find the tangent line or lines at the point or points where y equal f of x crosses the x-axis. So the point here is that what does that mean, y equal f of x crosses the x-axis? It means that basically your f of x is going to be 0. So if that's the case, I can write my integration. The ending point is x squared minus 2 and the starting point is x. Um, so it's going to be a square root of 5 plus 11 t squared dt. And so this is going to be equal to 0, right? We said f of x is going to be 0, right? And we know why, because it crosses the x-axis, as the problem mentions that. So one thing I need to clarify, that the starting point, so I should say the starting variable here for the integration is t equal x, and the ending point of the variable t is x squared minus 2. So that's what I meant by point when I referred x squared minus 2 as the ending point and x equal to the starting point. I meant the t variables. All right. So what makes this integration equal to 0? There are two ways. One, if the square root of 5 plus 11 t squared is equal to 0. And we cannot make that assumption. But one thing that for sure we can make an assumption is that x squared minus 2 and x, they're both equal each other. That's that when that happens, certainly you're going to have an integration of 0. So let's do that. Let's equate x squared minus 2 to x. And yeah, let's solve this for x, right? So this is going to be x squared. Bring x on the other side of the equation, because negative x, you have negative 2 minus 0. We convert it to the factor form, so it's going to be x minus 2, x plus 1, and then x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 2. And then x plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to negative 1. All right. So now we have 2 points. Let me write it for you guys. So it's going to be 2 and 0. Remember, f of x is 0, and you have negative 1 and 0, right? So we know, because it's asking for finding the tangent lines. For finding the tangent lines, you need points and you need the slopes. So we have 2 points here, 2, 0 and negative 1, 0. That means you're going to end up having 2 tangent lines. So I need to find 2 slopes. So how are we going to find the slope? So to find the slope, you know that if you take a derivative of a function, you will get a slope. So let's take the derivative of d to respect of dx of integration of the ending variable t is x squared minus 2 and the starting variable t is x. A square root of 5 plus 11 t squared dt, and this is going to be equal, based on the fundamental of calculus, so theorem, based on fundamental calculus theorem, we're going to take the derivative of the ending variable t, x squared minus 2, which is going to be 2x, and then you replace t with x squared minus 2. Remember, t is equal to x squared minus 2, your ending variable t. So this becomes a square root of 5 plus 11. Then I put x squared minus 2, all right? And then you subtract it from taking the derivative of the ending variable x, which is going to be 1, and then 1 times a square root of 5 plus 11, and instead of t, you're going to put x. So it's going to be 11x squared. And then, yeah, that's going to be your derivative. And then if you're going to find the derivative, I'm going to call it m1. So the point here is 2, 0. So your x value is 2. So what I'm going to do, instead of x, I'm going to put a 2 instead of x here. So this becomes 5 plus 11. 2 to the power of 2 is 4 minus 2. All right. And then don't forget, we have a 2 here. We forgot this, put the 2 on top here. Sorry about that, guys. And then this is going to be 5 plus 11, 2 to the power of 2. All right, let's calculate this. So m1 is going to be equal to 2 times 2 is 4. And then we have 5 plus 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 4 times 11 is 44. Minus 5 plus 11 times 2 to the power of 2, which is 4. 4 times 11 is 44. 44 plus 5 is going to be 49. So m1 is going to be 4 square root of 49 minus square root of 49. So square root of 49 is simply 7. So I'm going to have 4 times 7 minus 7. So it's going to be 4 times 7 is 28 minus 7 is going to be 21. So we have the first point and we have the first slope. So what does that mean? We can find the equation. We know that the general way of finding the equation is this relationship, this formula we use. The y sub 0 we know is 0, m1 is 21, x minus x of 0 is 2, right? So this becomes y equal 21x, right? I'm multiplying the 21 inside the parentheses. So I have y equal 21x minus 21 times 2 is 42. That is your first tangent line. So we need the second one. So the second one is going to be similar what we did here. We already took, as you see, we took the derivative of the integration. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to write... So this was, I'm going to rewrite it again, 2x square root of 5 plus 11 s squared minus 2, right? And then minus square root of 5 plus 11 x squared. Let's compare them if we got it right. And that is correct. And then don't forget we have a 2 here. And then the second point, if you remember, the second point we have is -1 and 0. So -1 and 0, I'm going to put the point here. So the m2, I'm just going to replace x with -1. So it's going to be 2 times -1. And then I have 5 plus 11. And then -1 to the power of 2, right, is going to be 1. 1 minus 2 is -1. And then -1 to the power of 2 is just simply 1. And 1 times 11 is going to be 11. So it's going to be under the square root, it's going to be 5 plus 11 minus 5 plus 11. And then -1 instead of x becomes, instead of x you put -1 to the power of 2 is going to be 1. 1 times 11 is 11. So you end up under the square root 5 plus 11. So let's rewrite this. M2 is equal to -2. And then it's going to be a square root of 16 minus a square root of 16. So it's going to be -2 times 4, right? The square root of 16 is 4 minus 4. So -2 times 4 is -8. And then minus 4 is going to be -12. That's our second slope. So now I'm going to rewrite the general formula for finding the tangent line. So instead of m, I put m2. So it's going to be y minus m0 is 0. And then m2 is -12. X minus -1 is +1. we're going to rewrite this. It's going to be y equal negative 12x, right? Negative 12 times x is negative 12x, and then negative 12 times 1 is going to be negative 12. So this is our second tangent line. So we found our tangent lines. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me with any comments you might have. And if you like my videos, please subscribe. I really appreciate that. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward seeing you guys with another episode of Dustin's Fun Math channel. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.